as the single for Red Nose Day. So if everybody would like to, if you've got the album, have you got the album? You've got it from this. So it's on there, but if you don't mind just buying it again, so that song for Red Nose Day version, because I'm trying to make some money for Red Nose Day. And when I was a kid, I used to do Red Nose Day, and I'd do sponsored walk and stuff. And sponsored silence I did once, 24 hours. But now I'm doing this, I'm putting out a single for Red Nose Day. It's a bit, times have changed from my homemade Red Nose Day t-shirt. But I'd really appreciate that, if you don't mind. It's very nice, isn't it? Slightly coming round to my living room. I've got to do this because I've got nervous about remembering all the words. But I won't do that on the tour. Are you coming on the tour? We actually only had 1 day rehearsal for this. So that's why I'm concerned about the lyrics. Hi, how are you? You're right. But I'll know them by the time, because we've got 2 weeks rehearsal for the tour. But yeah, this next song, you've heard it already, because it's one of the singles. But I think it's really important to me, this song, because we raise our children. I've got 2 daughters, and I feel like I've been thinking a lot about this stuff when I've been writing, and I feel like I was raised to be a good little girl, and I was always told, be a good girl, and I always really was. And I just didn't want my mum to, when I was a kid, like she was a single parent, I didn't want to cause her any trouble at all, and I was really, really preoccupied about getting good grades and getting a job and not taking any of her money, and like got my first job when I was 14, and I've never had a period of time in my life since then where I've not worked, because I just didn't want to take too much of her. And I feel like grew into adulthood, and I still always just wanted to be a good girl, and I feel a bit like this breakup made me feel like I wasn't a good girl anymore. And I started to think all about the pressures that we put on our daughters and that we put on women in general, because as a mum, there's a lot of expectation about sacrificing your own happiness for your kids, and thank you. And you want to do it, and you know we've got some parents on the stage, and I think that society looks at us and says, "Oh, she's a bitch if she puts herself first." And I don't agree with it, because I know that like your kids are always happier if their mum's happy, even if they don't think so at the time. Anyway, so I've written this song. And it's about saying, I'm done with the pressure. I think that feminism happened in the 60s, and it was a time of hope, and my mum was there. My mum's 77, so she's right up at the front lines, burning her bra, saying like, women's lib, we're going for equal pay, we've got the contraceptive pill, we're not going to be, like all of these things happened. And then everyone ran away and said, feminism's finished, and it isn't. And it's really not, because what we've ended up with as women is we're burning out because we're doing too much. We're really tired. We're working as much as men. We're coming home from work. Like I keep saying to people, working mums are not the same as working dads. When a working dad walks in the door, the kids don't just jump on him and hang off him and go, I need you! It's literally like you get in and it's like, fuck him. It's all about you, and I'm going to take a shit on you, proverbially, but maybe also literally as well. And so I wrote this song to say to women, it's okay to be bad.